Did you know Louisiana's had 5 different capitals and it's moved 8 different times? The first capital was New Orleans, and it was founded in 1718 by the French. And it was the capital of French Louisiana at the time, and they chose it pretty much because it was on the Mississippi River and it was right at the mouth of it. So it was essential for trade and transport and all that. And when the United States purchased it and Louisiana purchased in 1803, it stayed the capital, and then when it became a state in 1812, it became the first state capital. But there were problems at the time. It was too far south, but like the major one that I've found was that there was a cultural difference between the Creole people and the Anglo-Americans. So to, I would assume, lower tensions, they decided to move the capital away. So in 1829, Donaldson became the capital, and it was chosen because it was more center than what New Orleans was. And it was also chosen to hopefully move the political power away from New Orleans and be more center for everyone else to get there and be more fair for them. But in a short amount of time, they realized that the town was basically too small compared to how New Orleans was. They were so accustomed to how New Orleans was that it just wasn't going to work out for them. So they moved back to New Orleans because it was the only city around that could hold them, and they were already used to it. So in 1846, they chose Baton Rouge to be the new capital. And it was chosen because it was more central as well, and it was easier to reach. And apparently it was also another way to get away from New Orleans again, and its less sinful ways, I guess they say. But then a little thing called the Civil War hit, and it was captured by the Union. So the government fled to Opelousas then, and it was a temporary capital for a year, but the Union pushed further inland, so they had to move again. So they fled to Shreveport then, and it was in the northwest, in like the furthest point in the state away from where the Union would hopefully be. And then once the war ended, it went back to New Orleans because it was stable and functioning still. And then in 1882, it made its final move back to Baton Rouge, and that's where it's been ever since. So that's the 5 different capitals that Louisiana has had over its 5 colonial existence, I guess you could say. So thanks for watching. If you found this interesting, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And if you have any other interesting facts about Louisiana, put them in the comments below. Thank you.